The fact of the matter is Aaron Rodgers hasn't been healthy. We know he just came back for the first time in about 7 or 8 weeks last week in that victory against the Chicago Bears to claim the NFC North. But at the same time, they've been a shell of themselves this year. Their defense is still suspect, particularly against the pass, not to mention the fact that Klay Matthews is going to be out, so he's not there to apply pressure to Colin Kaepernick, who I think we will see unleashed now that the postseason has arrived. I think that you look at the San Francisco 49ers, the weapons that they have, the balanced attack that they have both on offense and defense, combined with the fact that they are my pick to win it all from the beginning of the season. I'm certainly not going to go against that to give a team with an 8-7-1 record an edge over them, even if it is led by the best quarterback in the game, the bad man that he is, in Aaron Rodgers. I just think that the Green Bay Packers are up against entirely too much, and I think San Francisco is simply the better team all around. I hate the fact that they got to go to Green Bay. After all, they were 12-4. Green Bay is 8-7-1, and because of the stupid NFL rule that allows a division winner to get home field advantage over a team like San Francisco, it really rakes my nerves. That makes no sense whatsoever. But nevertheless, despite the inclement weather conditions and what have you, even with Aaron Rodgers coming back, even with Eddie Lacy rushing for 1,178 yards, even with a Jordy Nelson and his 1,314 yards receiving, even with a James Jones, a Corliss, and all of these guys, I just believe that the Green Bay Packers defense is so suspect that the San Francisco 49ers should win this game, and I have no trepidation in saying that.
This is all highly amusing to me, Mr. Smith, because I think your true colors are being exposed here. If Aaron Rodgers were truly, in your heart of hearts, the best quarterback in pro football, which he is not, because Tom Brady clearly is and should be the MVP this year. But if he were as great as you say that he is, there is no way you would pick San Francisco at Green Bay against the bad man that he is. He's back. He's healthy. He just won at Chicago. Well, he just beat Jay Cutler. The arch rival in Chicago.
That's saying a lot.
That's
saying a lot, Skip Bayless.
Wait a second. He has Randall Cobb back. He has a Jordy Nelson that he has rare rapport with. He finally, for the first time in his career in Green Bay, has a serious, real running game, a two-headed monster in Lacy and Starks. And yet you're saying that against a defense that allowed 407 passing yards to Carson Palmer just last Sunday at Arizona, 407 yards. You're saying no, the bad man is not going to get it done against San Francisco? Are you serious? You're disqualified now. You cannot call him the best quarterback in pro football because, trust me, if Tom Brady were quarterbacking Green Bay this week, Tom Brady would beat San Francisco.
I'm going to say to you what I've said to you before. I appreciate the fact that you are the great Skip Bayless. I appreciate how you've held this show down for so many years. You are the man. But this show ain't called Skip Take. It's called First Take, which means you have your take, I have mine. And I don't think the way you think, and you don't get to dictate how I think. This is not the sport of basketball, meaning that you have an impact on both sides of the field or the court. This is a situation where Aaron Rodgers can only do what Aaron Rodgers does. I remember when they were playing Chicago last week Sunday, and I went on Twitter at that moment in time, Skip, after Aaron Rodgers threw that touchdown pass to Cobb, I specifically said, win, lose, or draw, Aaron Rodgers did his job. Now it's up to the Packers defense to do theirs. There's only but so much you can do. Tom Brady has lost 4 games this year. Tom Brady, for the most part, did his job. It was up to New England's defense to figure out the rest, or the receivers catching the ball, or whatever the case may be. I believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to be Aaron Rodgers. I believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to put up points. I don't believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to be the reason that Green Bay loses a playoff game. But I do believe that defense will. Aaron Rodgers is not a defensive tackle. He's not a lineman. He's not a linebacker. He's not a safety. He's not a cornerback. He's none of those things. He can't deal with Frank Gore, Bolden, Crabtree, Davis, Kaepernick, etc., etc. He can only do what he does. If it were basketball, where you have an impact on both sides, that would be different. This is football. I make my decisions accordingly. And I'm going to repeat again, it ain't skip take. It's first take. You have your thoughts, I have mine. You don't get to dictate for me how I feel or what I choose to express.
Okay.
Remember that.
Here then, to finish this off is Skip's take and Skip's take alone. Stephen A. Smith, in my opinion, is losing faith in that bad man that is Aaron Rodgers. Because he knows in his heart of hearts that Tom Brady is the best quarterback in pro football.
Right. No, I don't. I don't.
Stephen A., what's the name of the show?
Yes. It's First Take, not Skip Take.
Just in case we forgot.